As the school year begins, the student body and faculty are preparing for a transition at the highest level of the administration. Former English teacher, soccer coach, and assistant dean Rick Commons has returned to Harvard-Westlake and assumed the role of president, which was vacated this past spring. He's only the school's second president in history, following Tom Hudnut. Commons returns to Harvard-Westlake from Groton, a boarding school in Massachusetts, where he served as headmaster for the past decade.
How's the move been coming from New England?
It's been great. We arrived in early July, and I've been here for 6 weeks and missing students and wondering when they're going to show up. And finally, you're here. 3 days, 4 days, and then we'll all be together.
So before leaving Harvard-Westlake, you were an English teacher here. And now you're taking the primary administrative role in regards to kind of everything. How would you say that your time in the classroom will affect how you kind of lead the school?
Well, my role here before I left was partly as an English teacher and partly as a college counselor. The current dean system didn't exist. So the four of us, Ms. Cuzio, then Mero, and Edhu, and Vanna Cairns, and I were college counselors. But in both cases, there was a focus on students, on what students, not only what they were learning, but what they were trying to become. And I hope to bring a focus on students and how they experience the place as a primary aspect of my leadership in this new era.
Would you say that was part of your motivation and still teaching an English class at the middle school, because you're still going to be going back and forth between the two campuses?
It was a big part of my motivation. Additionally, I love teaching. Beyond all that, beyond its contribution to my leadership of the school, I love teaching. And those 16, 17 students and I hope will have a great year together.
What would you say you're most excited about?
I think the sheer excellence in so many different areas that Harvard-Westlake can boast is unlike any other independent school that I know of.
Yeah.
It's partly the size of the school, but more so it's the quality of the student body and the quality of the teaching. And you put those two things together, teaching, coaching, talent,
absolutely.
And what happens in the art studio and in the theater and on the athletic field and in the classrooms and in the newspaper, it is really spectacular.
What would you say you're most nervous about?
I think, again, we've talked a little bit about this, but because the school is so much bigger, I'm nervous about not being present for the community in ways that I feel are important to effective leadership. I'm trying to be on 2 campuses. I'm trying to, on my calendar is full of every event that I can possibly fit on the calendar. But there is so much that takes place at Harvard-Westlake in so many different venues that it will be impossible for me to be as present for the athletic department as I'd like to be, as present in the life of the faculty as I'd like to be, as present in the experience of the senior class as I'd like to be. And so I'm nervous, I suppose, about getting that wrong in trying to balance the various commitments that the school needs and that I want. But that's going to take some time to figure out.
So we're going to do a short round of rapid fire questions just so that people can get to know you a little better, the little things. What is your favorite color?
Green.
Green. Favorite movie?
Life is Beautiful.
Favorite TV show?
My wife and I are in the midst of an addiction to Friday Night Lights.
Oh, it's fantastic. You're going to find a great...
Don't tell me what happens.
I won't. No, I'm in the middle of it too. Giving you a little preview of our issue, we polled the student body about what they would like you to kind of most focus on coming in. And the majority are at 49% said that the stressful atmosphere. And then second place was the community, and third was the college process, and fourth was the curriculum with, I think, only 8%. So kind of going forward, knowing kind of after gauging what the student body really wants, how does that affect how you go into your first year here?
I think that, as I mentioned, you assemble these super talented, ambitious students, and you assemble super talented, ambitious faculty, and you put
Yeah.
them together, and then you say, calm down,
Calm down.
don't work
Yeah.
so hard, don't try so hard, don't become so passionate about what you're dealing with, because that is essentially the message that has to be delivered if we're going to rein in the stress.
Yeah.
That you need to pull back from
Mhm.
what you could do
Mm-hmm.
in a particular area in order to make room in your life for sleep or
Yeah.
downtime or social life.
Yeah.
So that's the great challenge. The fact that it's a difficult challenge to meet does not mean that we shouldn't work hard at it. I think we should.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
It's been a great pleasure talking with you.